Cadenhead, Cadenhead, tomato, tomato, potato, potato. Cadenhead Benrinnes 23-year-old. Hello and welcome to Whisky Whims with me, Stuart. I'm not sure if it's Cadenhead or Cadenhead. I've heard different people say different things, but I'm going to stick with Cadenhead. So what we have is a 23-year-old Benrinnes Cadenhead warehouse tasting. So unfortunately you can't purchase this unless you go to the warehouse tasting. However, sometimes they release some of the warehouse tasting casks into the shop and they bottle them up. So this might have entered the shops, or an iteration of it might have entered the shop. It's distilled in 1995, bottled in 2019. Its strength is 53.5% ABV, and it's done in a hogshead bourbon cask. So we got to try, I don't know how many casks it was. I think it was more than the expressed amount. So it may have been 6 or 7 casks we got to try, and one of them was this Benrinnes. And I just fell in love with it. Donald let us try a Tormore as well. I think it was 30-year-old. That was absolutely beautiful, but I just couldn't. I'd already bought other bottles, other Springbank bottles that day, so I couldn't justify spending any more on the warehouse tasting. However, almost every single whiskey that I tasted from the cask, I probably would have bought. I do regret not buying a Paul John at the time. I think it was a 9-year-old. I don't think it was 7-year-old. I think it was a 9-year-old. A 9-year-old Paul John. I do regret buying that because that was superb as well. My girlfriend's dad bought the Tormore, so I've had a few of that, and he also bought a Edgerton blend. I think that was 33-year-old or 28-year-old. Round about there anyway. So I thought I would do this whiskey because I'm not sure if anybody's got this or if anybody's got something similar to it, but I really like it, I really enjoy it, and I just wanted to express my opinions on it in my tasting notes because I think it's a superb whiskey. I believe, I can't remember, it was last year my girlfriend took me to Campbeltown for my birthday, so I believe I bought this for about 90 to 120 or 110 pounds. I have forgotten how much it cost, but whatever it cost, if it was on the higher end, if it was £120, in fact I'll get down to tasting first before I let it all away. I've already let it all away anyway. It's superb. So we'll get down to the nose. There's so much fruitiness in this. There's passion fruit, there's pineapple, there's banana, possibly pear. It's just lovely on the nose, lovely and fruity. It's also quite clean, quite a crisp whiskey. The strength, the cask strength, 53.5%. Not that evident to me. I can stick my nose right in this and there's no burn really. Either way, you're getting all those scents through, all those aromas, just real lovely bourbon cask influence, vanilla, creaminess, a little bit of spiciness. There's a bitter tang approaching to the end of this. I'm not sure what it is. I don't know, just it's bitter, it's tangy, possibly a bit musky. But yeah, it's like a fresh cask. It's just, tasting this at the warehouse is completely different from tasting it here. The warehouse was probably a lot more romanticised, but this at home is still amazing, and every time I smell it, I might be sentimental, it might be clouding my judgment on it, but every time I smell it, I can reminisce about being back at the warehouse and just having it poured straight out the cask. Yeah, stunning on the nose, a lot going on. Quite complex, I think. quite full bodied. The palate, more fruit, pineapple for sure. The banana's back again. It's real sweet, although there is a bitterness, maybe grapefruit. For me, this is quite a fruity whiskey, full bodied, pineapple, coconut possibly, and there's something, I've never had this before, it's almost like a pina colada in a glass, with the pineapple, the coconut. There's no rum there, there's not a rum flavour which you get in pina colada, or I think you make pina colada with rum, but it's reminiscent of a pina colada. There's those flavours there, and it's sweet, although there is a bitterness from the oak. I believe there's like a warm oak or a dried wood flavour, so there is some bitterness there. It's almost like a virgin oak cask, in the sense that, well, this is how I describe a virgin oak cask. I always feel they're clean, they're crisp, they can be quite spicy, a little bit bitter, fresh. So that it's almost like a virgin oak, but it's definitely bourbon. The creaminess is there for sure, vanilla. You are getting those bourbon flavours through. On the finish is quite long, and like I said, cream, vanilla. There's a buttercream icing. I do think there's something creamy and sweet, very sweet. So I'd say buttercream icing. The oak is there again, and just as I was setting up the camera, I've not got it yet, but as I was setting up the camera, I've tried this before. I like to take notes. I like to try the whiskey just before we go on camera, and I could taste a real minty chocolate flavour that reminded me of After Eight. It's not been long since I've brushed my teeth. I think it was over 2 hours ago, but I hope that's not affecting it in any way. But there was a real after mint, a sort of praline flavour as well on the end of the finish. This is excellent. I'd buy a bottle again, definitely, for sure. It's a whiskey win, if you couldn't tell. I mean, there's nothing to this bottle. It's a bottle, and it's got liquid in it straight from the cask, and they've put a sticker on it. The sticker's not even straight. It's skew-if, it's a little over to the left, but does that matter? No, it doesn't. It's a splendid whiskey, and I've actually bought more Benrinnes off the back of this, so I'm thankful for Cadenhead for showing me Benrinnes, because I probably would have tried it in time to come, but I might have not been a biggest fan of Benrinnes now. And I think it's a cracking distillery. It's a shame they don't produce more single malt, because everything I've had so far from the distillery or independent bottlers has been cracking. So yeah, I'd say if you can find an old Benrinnes, I've not really had any young stuff, any 11, 15, it's always kind of been 20 and over. So all I could comment is on that age range, but everything I've had been brilliant, and it's been for a reasonable price as well. I think for 120, say max, is what I paid on this. I can't remember for the life of me. 23-year-old, £120. The flavours you're getting, cask strength, no chill filtration, no added colouring. It ticks all the boxes, and I'm happy to pay it, and I'd pay it again, definitely. So, thanks for watching. Sorry you've just watched me suck up to Cadenhead, or whoever, for about 10 minutes or so, but it is a really good whiskey. Cheers.